Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. We are back in another Mythic Plus. We're doing another +2, trying to get that Valor farmed. In this one, we have slightly different teammates, including a 221 eye level Demon Hunter. I'm also playing Fire. I don't have my Fire Legendary, so I'm using my PvP one. Let's go. Let's just see how it goes. We want to just do as much damage as possible, and let's see what we do. So again, I want to start doing higher than 2s, of course, but I just there's no need for me to like push into a higher key right now. Of course, as soon as I start. Sorry, I got really concentrating then. We did combust, so we nearly beat a 221 eye level Demon Hunter at 190. You know, fire mage things. But yeah, so I want to get into higher keys. The difference is at the moment, there are still some blue items. I want to be around 200 eye level before I start pushing higher keys. And in fairness, there's no reason for me to try and push particularly high keys at the moment, just because it's a horrible week to try and do so. But one thing I did want to talk about in this video was TBC. So for those of you that don't play TBC, you just stay on the retail game. I understand that this might not be for you. But TBC is interesting because it's something that I really want to go and play. I enjoyed TBC when it was out originally. I enjoyed Classic when it was out originally. I was quite young at the time, and I want to go and experience it as someone who's grown up a little bit and probably can make better use of my time in the game. But the way Blizzard have gone about it, and in fairness, this does affect retail because we are still waiting for patch 9.1. I mean, they have just got to the point where they're getting to the last couple of bosses on raid testing. We are expecting early June for the 9.1 patch. Now, that's horrible. I'm so disappointed that that's a thing. Right. So I've looked at a couple of Fire Mage guides, just to interrupt my point quickly. I've looked at a couple of Fire Mage guides. Am I doing it right? Do I literally just spam Flame Strike in like more than 3 mobs? I know Fire Mages are renowned for like not doing. Why am I using Fire Blast? Sorry, I'm getting in my own head here. So we're going to pop that as well, and we are going to go ham. Don't move him at me, bloody range. Stop moving, dumbass. Oh, people are making this difficult. So we did some pretty nice damage here. The Arcane Mage is, well, I say smashing us. The Arcane Mage is beating us slightly. Or is he? Ha ha ha. Let's see if we can beat him here. I'd be very happy if we can. Yeah, I'm not going over there. Oof, we did just beat the Arcane Mage, actually. So he's a little bit less geared than me, but disappointed by that Demon Hunter's gear compared to his DPS. I get he's probably not tryharding, but still. I feel like this isn't going to be one of those videos where I get to be like, pulled 150k DPS in a Sanguine Depths +2 that Gingy does. Man's a beast, though. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, the patch structure and things like that, and the way that Blizzard have handled TBC, every decision they make at the moment seems to be money orientated, and they are a business. I understand that, but this is a business that, at previous times would have chosen player base excitement and happiness over screwing people over, which it kind of seems that that's what they're trying to do at the moment. I know they're not actively trying to screw people over, I understand that, but I don't know, their decisions at the moment don't seem particularly interested in. I mean, the thing is, even in their shareholders and things like that, and that's what a business has to kind of entertain. They have to keep those people happy. They're not happy. You can see it in the reflection of the stock price and things like that. They really aren't interested in what Blizzard are doing right now. So it's definitely interesting. I think that Blizzard is starting to struggle. And you can see it in the game. I mean, I was speaking to my guild today on retail and just being like, how are you guys getting on? Like, what are you doing? And most of them are like, yeah, I log on, I'll do like a key a week. I might do a couple of bosses in the raid, and then I'll log off and forget about it till next week. And that's not fun. That's not what the game's about. The game, you're paying for a game that you should want to log on and play. You shouldn't be like, yeah, well, I could log on and play it, or I could just do literally anything else. Because otherwise you're not getting value for money. It's not fun. It's not worth the time investment. And if you ever play WoW and you go, is it efficient? Is it time efficient for me to log on and want to do this? Or could I do literally anything else? Don't play. And that's not don't play WoW. That's just don't force yourself. You shouldn't ever have to force yourself to want to play the game. If you are, then the game's obviously not in a good enough state for you to want to play it. I what I'm saying comes across there, but yeah, I've been in points before where I've logged on and I felt I have to log on. Because if I don't, yeah, I'll miss my raid spot or whatever. And in the last few tiers, I've actively stopped mid-tier because I've been like, I'm just bored now. If I don't stop playing for a few months and go and focus on League or Diablo or Path of Exile or whatever, I will burn myself out to a point that I just don't want to come back. And that's not fun either. But in fairness, so one of the things, rather than just being all very negative about this, one of the things you can do, and it's something I'm kind of doing now, is set yourself a challenge. So I've set myself the challenge with my mage. I want to get Keystone Master, I want to get geared and all that good stuff. Go and do that. Go and set yourself a challenge, achieve something. Ooh, he's playing... I just cancelled my... Oh, that's so painful. I just cancelled my shifting power. Not that I would have used it here anyway, because we're so close to the boss, but it's just the fact that I just cancelled it, and it's sad. It hurt me on me insides. I'm using all my fire blasts again, just before we go into a boss. It's fair to say at the moment you probably shouldn't take too much advice from me in terms of mage, but yeah, in terms of WoW, set yourself a challenge, try and achieve something, do something you've never done before, go and farm mounts, go and do literally anything else, because otherwise you'll burn yourself out and you'll not want to come back to the game, and that's not the position you want to be in. I didn't crit. How sad. Are they curses? Oh my god, they are curses. Well, we have two mages and it's not on me, so sounds like a them problem. And that's a very knob-edish attitude, but it's the attitude I've got. Oh, okay, we're getting some nice crits now. We're getting some crits anyway. More scorches. So I think it's fair to say that my fire mage is not quite MDI standard yet. But we'll get there. I do really, really want to do a couple as Frost, actually. I tried playing Frost the other day in a dungeon, and it went super well. Like, a lot of damage, control, and things like that. Do we have enough percentage? I feel like we don't. Yeah, but so much like control and things like that. The only issue was, like, single target, it's one of the most boring, slow, just anticlimactic specs. It's weird. Like AoE, it's like, oh my god, throw ice spears at everything and whatever. And then you get into single target, it's like, no, I'm going to cast Frostbolt over and over and over and over and over and over again. And once I finish casting Frostbolt, I'm going to cast Frostbolt some more. So we reached 3k overall in the Spires run yesterday. Oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that. Bang bang. Nope, I'm thrown massively by the ninja pull. I don't have Fire Blast charges either because I used them against some bad at the game. Ah! Can I just soak this? Yeah. The joys of running a PvP legendary in PvE. Can I just ignore this mechanic? Yeah, probably. I'd love some crits. I miss old school Fire Mage crit stacking gameplay. That was when Fire Mage was last like mega fun for me. And don't get me wrong, like this is quite enjoyable to play, but this is 1 minute of, or sorry, 10-15 seconds of fun every minute, which isn't a bad ratio, especially when I've played Boomy, which is like, yes, you get to enjoy your class every 2 minutes for 4 seconds. Okay, so we haven't got a healer, but we should be fine. Arcane Mage beat us. No. So he literally didn't use Barrage, though, did he? So he just, burnt, evocated, burnt? Apparently we had a quest to this. So I'm going to go Combust on this pack. I'd like to beat the Demon Hunter here. So I'm going to start precasting this. Bang. Okay, so it didn't... Why didn't that work? I feel like that's as close as we get to doing top DPS. Don't get me wrong, like 8k at 190 eye level is nothing to sniff at either. So the next run that you guys will see, I'm going to try and do a slightly higher key, because again, part of the reason for doing this is to get gear as well as Valor points. But we are likely going to be playing Frost. I want to just play around with all the specs at the moment, while we're not try-harding so much. It's just nice, enjoyable kind of keys. Of course, I got hit by that. Fires, I don't know. I didn't think I would like fire, and the combust windows are fine, but it's still not my favourite spec. I think Arcane still takes the cake for me at the moment. Frost definitely takes the cake in terms of AoE. Frost AoE is fantastic. Frost single target, I don't know. I'd have to play around with it and just see if I can get used to it. It's very slow paced. So I'm going to save a combust for the next pack. Hopefully the tank drags it into there. Spread that around. So I definitely didn't do an efficient combust there, but I just wanted to blow that back up and kill the little uns, and it worked. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, more haste, more stats, things like that. That 8k combust that we did before at 220 eye level would have been a 20k combust, and that would have made it maybe slightly more appealing. I don't know, we'll have to play around with it. I think I've just got so used to Boomy being my main for now probably many years. It's rarely is it the only class I play, but it's always the class I seem to come back to. But Yeah, I've just got so used to that and its consistent kind of damage profile with in AoE. It just does lots of consistent damage. It's all you put your dots up, you put your starfall up, and you just let things roll. I really like the idea of Ignite, though. I will have to play around with fire some more. But yeah, like I said, the next video you guys will see will probably be me playing Frost and just testing that one out a little bit more. Nice. So we got a fairly big Ignite. So we're going to spread that around and do shifting power here to get all of our cooldowns back up. Kicked that into that, into that. Sure. We can either combust here, do lots of damage, but do nothing on the boss. I pulled. Did I pull? Ah, my bloody thing ran out just as I... Yeah, I shouldn't have combusted. Mistakes were made. So my plan was, I still had a hot streak, so I was going to be like, okay, I could probably pump this pack, I can hot streak Flame Strike into like... Yeah, lots of other damage. It didn't work. So I now have nothing up for this boss, but we do have Bloodlust. So let's pop that now. We are going to pop a Rune of Power as well, just in case we get a crit and we can crit chain for a little while. If not, I'm just going to stand here and press the same button over and over again. My issue is I love to like spam a button. So I spammed Fire Blast then. Had I have had 2 charges, I'd have used both charges. It's not ideal. So I'm going to shifting power here. That's fine, I can do that. So we've altered time just in case we start taking some damage. We may actually get a combust off here. So I'm going to start saving. There it is. Ah! It confused the hell out of me. I'm like, why have I jumped back? And it's because I forgot all the time. I need a weak aura for that. So we did a little bit of damage there. That would have probably been like another 10 seconds. I'd have probably had a second combust on the same boss, and that would have upped my damage by a lot. Okay, so overall we came second. Nowhere near the Demon Hunter, of course, but we beat the Arcane Mage, who was a fair bit. 7 eye level under me. Ugh. Did we get any loot? We did not. Did anyone else get any loot we could steal? Probably not. Nope. So we're up to 400 Valor. We need... is it 250 for a trinket? Might even be more. I don't know. We need a lot for a trinket. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Next video will be Frost. And yeah, tell me which spec do you guys prefer me playing? We'll leave that for the comment for this video. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and catch you later. Goodbye.